top, 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 top. If you know me, you don't know me to stop. I need the top, 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 top. All my people there back in the spot, let them shout. Yeah.
Counting down to first pitch at Wrigley. It's the Nats and the Cubs coming up next. Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Washington Nationals and the Central leading Chicago Cubs. Welcome into the broadcast booth, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here with play-by-play. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Eric, as we get set to finish off this 4-game set here today, let's check out what's happened so far.
Really, this series has been one-sided so far. Fans here have loved what they've been seeing. Their guys have taken the first 3 games of the series. We've seen some brooms around the yard already. They want a sweep.
All right, Eric, Steve will join us in a moment, but first, let's give you a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Washington Nationals, as their order will read like this. And getting his final warm-up tosses in, the starter who they'll be up against, as you see his totals there on the right side of your screen. And there's a look at the defensive alignment for the Cubs here. Yuri Perez will dig in now. He's got that average pushing up near 350 to begin play. Hit hard on the ground is short. On to first as Valbuena throws him out, 1 gone.
Batting second, left fielder, Jason Worth.
Jason Worth will stand in now, hoping to turn things around here. You can see just 1 hit in his past 4 ball games. One out, nobody on. Gets under this one as this is hit high and pretty deep out there to center field. Coghlan has to range back a ways, but he makes the catch in front of the ivy for out number 2.
This is where having a good changeup can save some wear and tear on your arm. It takes him just 4 pitches to get the first 2 outs here.
Ryan Zimmerman will stride in now, back in the lineup after being limited to pinch hit duties in yesterday's ball game. And this is swung on and sent on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. The Nationals gone in order. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack, no score. A look there at the starting lineup for the Cubs now. They'll match up here against a guy who's really come into his own, the right-hander Jordan Zimmerman. And defensively, here's how Washington will take the field behind him. Emilio Bonifacio will dig in for the first time, and he'll do so right at the 300 mark for the year. The 3-2 pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And this is going to be a foul ball. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
He'll be disappointed with that at-bat, but potentially the saving grace might be that he got to see a lot of pitches here in the first inning, so he'll have a good idea of what's to come later on.
Jesse Padilla will stand in here, hoping to perhaps get a chance to show off that speed of his as he currently sits 7th in the National League in stolen bases. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and he reaches out for the fastball and drives it with authority the other way to left. This one has a chance, and it is gone. A home run. Solo shot here to left, number 13 for him on the year, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, it's got to be getting near the point where they need to make some alternate plans with this guy up there. Now that's his 3rd home run in the series. I mean, what more do you need to see?
Anthony Rizzo will stand in for the first time, and he enters with that average in the stratosphere, up over 360 to begin play. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the 2nd out.
Yeah, and on this pitch right here, you got to make up your mind just a little more quickly up there. This is a ball that you got to think about maybe taking to left field, but instead, his swing is just a little bit late. He pulls off a little bit, and now he's going to go sit down.
Tyler Colvin will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ballgame. And that pitch comes over to catch the corner. It's 2-2 now.
Boy, he just turned that thing over perfectly. He put that thing right on a dime.
2 out, nobody on. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. 2nd inning coming up, and the Cubs have an early 1-0 lead. Wilson Ramos will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. And this is lined into left field for their first hit of the ball game.
Well, this latest dry spell, it's dropped his average all the way under 240, so you'd like nothing more than to string a few of these together and get back into some kind of rhythm at the plate.
Ian Desmond will be the batter.
Let's get two here.
Swing and a miss, strike two.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
You know, now that we've made it to just about the midway point of the season, this is where you start to see a little bit of separation between the haves and the have-nots. And I think we can pretty safely say that these guys are in it for the long haul.
Adam LaRoche will get his first opportunity here. And as you can see, he's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play. Sticking with the soft stuff here as this misses. It's 2-1.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. 2-1 now to LaRoche. That's on the outside corner. Count 2-2.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
Look out, he's trying to run.
3-2, here it is. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. And he got him.
Well, so much for being thrown out of rhythm by that leadoff single. Doesn't seem to have affected him one bit. Come back with the 2 straight strikeouts, and now he's turned things around in this inning.
Bryce Harper will get his first cuts here with 2 gone now and a runner at first. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Yeah, and you know what? You've got a better matchup on deck here with 2 outs. So on 3-1 now, they may not take any chances with this guy.
Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Oh, and you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and the guy moves up into scoring position here.
Anthony Rendon will get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 2. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Fastball hit on the ground is short. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Nats leave a pair. They trail this one 1-0. Nate Scherholz will stride in now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's ball game. And, ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
Swing and a miss, and he's got that strikeout pitch working now. That's 3 in a row for him as there's 1 away.
Yeah, make it 3 straight strikeouts for him now. But what's impressive is that these aren't just any hitters up there. These are the 3, 4, and 5 guys in the lineup. And he went through them like they weren't even there.
Travis James digs in at the plate. Grounded foul off to the right side. And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full, 3-2. Chris Coughlin waits on deck. 1 out, nobody on. Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
Boy, do you want a wake-up call as an infielder? How about this one? That's just a duck and cover there.
Chris Coughlin will get his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. Runners on first with 1 down. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Desmond for 1. On to LaRoche, just a step too late as they can't get them both.
Batting 8, the shortstop, Luis Valbuena.
Luis Valbuena will get his first cuts here with 2 gone now and a runner at first. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
And even though that runs the count full, you'll at least get the benefit of giving that runner at first a head start here.
Here we go.
2 out with the man at first. Now a little dribbler here off to the right side of the mound. Throw on to LaRoche is going to be in time, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. Cubs lead it 1-0. Jordan Zimmerman will turn right around and get us started here. 9-1-2 to start inning number 3. Now the 3-2 pitch. And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. And a dive, but he can't pull it in out in right center. And this will bounce up against the ivy now. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Yeah, good chance to get that early run right back. This is a great swing right here. He drives this one all the way out to the wall, and he's into second with a leadoff double.
Yuri Perez will get an opportunity now following the leadoff double.
And with his guys down by a run, at the very least, you need to try to shoot something to the right side. Hopefully get that runner over to third with 1 out.
Good spot for the change there, and that'll knock things up at 2-2.
Yeah, looked like he guessed right on 2-1. That was a good time to swing for the fences.
Here now the 2-2. And he goes out to get the curveball that time and sends it the other way toward right center. Sherholtz moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
The batter, left fielder, Jason Worth.
One away now in the Washington third. And here's the left fielder, Jason Worth. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
As you can see right here, his timing just seems to be off a little bit at the plate right now. And you know what? That can happen during the course of the season. You're not always going to have your good swing. And he's the kind of guy that's got a lot of moving parts in that swing. So maybe he's at the point now in the season where he might need just a little time off so he can get back to the basics.
Ryan Zimmerman will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Now a ball hit back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. And the run will score from second as this ball game is tied 1 apiece.
And here's something that they haven't been able to do too much in this series. That's come through with the 2-out knock. But for their sake, they've got to hope that's a sign that things might be turning around.
Wilson Ramos will try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Well hit high in the air and deep to center field. And the catch made there by Coughlin to retire the side. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for the Nationals. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. All tied at 1-1. Alex Patton makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Come on, folks. 102 years. You can do better.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Emilio Bonifacio waits on deck. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Oh, that's just a blazer right there. He says, enough with trying to get you to chase. This is mano a mano, and he throws it right past him.
Emilio Bonifacio will stand in here. He was set down on strikes to start the home first. A little bit outside. 2-1.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Here's the 2-2 home. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy up, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Jesse Padilla will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. Hit hard to the right. Foul. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And gone. A home run. So a solo shot here to left center field, his second home run of the game, and the Cubs move out ahead 2-1.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game, and it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one, so he's definitely locked in.
Anthony Rizzo will try it again, set down on strikes his first time. On the ground, softly towards second. Throw on to LaRoche takes care of him, and with that, the side is retired. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. 3 complete from Wrigley Field. It's now 2-1 Chicago. Ian Desmond will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th. The 1-1 home. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
I almost got him to go around there. The question will be, did he break the plane? And show motion says that's awfully close. I don't know if you can definitely say either way, but he's going to take first base regardless.
Adam LaRoche will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Here's a ball flared back out over the mound. Maybe a tough turn. Bare-handed for 1. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play.
Well, if you want to go by the numbers, somewhere around 37% of leadoff walks come around to score. Now, EK, I know you didn't know that, but that won't be an issue here as he bounces right back and he gets himself the double play.
Bryce Harper will dig in. Drew a walk his first time around.
Come on, Cubby.
2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a cold strike 2.
I think if you gave him another chance, he'd be swinging at that one. That was a great pitch to hit.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. And this is swung on, and it'll be another chance out there at second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nationals go quietly. They still trail it here 2-1. Tyler Colvin will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. On to first is Desmond, and that's in time for the first out. Nate Sherholtz will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
Yeah, and we see too many guys break fingers, they break wrists, bruise knuckles. You name it on the fastballs in tight. That's an occupational hazard.
Fouled back. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Wow, just a great at-bat right there. Simple as that. Patient, laid off some tough pitches. He was rewarded.
Travis James will dig in. He singled his first time around. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. He's set, now the pitch. Swinging a hard hit ball towards the hole, and that is into right field, a base hit. Throw comes back in quickly, so put the runners at first and second now, still with only one away.
And now you just start to wonder, how much is the heat taken out of this guy? You see the pitch count. It's not all that bad just yet, but he's been in and out of trouble a few times already, so he's definitely had some max effort innings.
Chris Coughlin will stand in. He reached on a fielder's choice his first time. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
And you can see the pitching coach heading for the mound, and he's got to be saying, look, you're trying to be too fine with these guys, and you don't really have to. Just trust your stuff. Trust your defenders behind you, and let's stop giving guys so many free passes.
Luis Valbuena will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Full count offering on its way. Swing and a liner towards second, and that's in there, base hit, and that'll score the runner from third as they'll open up a 3-1 lead. And they'll put the brakes on the runner at third, so the bases will remain loaded here with still only one away. Alex Patton will stand in now with the bases loaded, and this is one at-bat he doesn't want to just throw away. He can really help himself here.
Yeah, hitting is not really in a lot of pitchers' DNA, but you're right. If he can find a way to just find a hole with a ground ball, that could be huge.
Has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled off to the right. He'll try it again, 3-2. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Well, if there was ever a time for a strikeout, that was it. Bases remain loaded with 2 away now, so, you know, if they can get out of this with only 1 run scoring, that'd be quite a comeback.
Emilio Bonifacio will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, It wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick, or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
This is hit to third. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Cubs 3 and the Nats 1. Anthony Rendon will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
You can bet they'd love a ball 4 here. That would let this guy have a shot to bunt him over.
And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. Sherholtz is back near the ivy as he makes the catch for the first out.
Yeah, just a little bit late here on the fastball, and this thing's almost by him when he makes contact. Still, he gets pretty good wood on the ball, but not enough to trouble the right fielder.
Jordan Zimmerman will stand in. He doubled and later scored his first time. Fouled straight back. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
You could pretty much follow the thought process here on swing track. He's getting ready for the fastball in 1 and 2, but they give him something off speed. He was way too early on that swing.
Yuri Perez will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Score holds. It's 3-1. Jesse Padilla will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. Gets under the fastball there and pops this one up. This is just beyond the infield on the right side. LaRoche backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
This has been the story all afternoon. They have just not been able to get on top of his fastball. Here's another pop-up to prove it.
Anthony Rizzo will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Here's the pitch. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
Now a ball hit hard towards center. And that's going to be a base hit for Rizzo.
Well, you get a good hitter in a fastball count, he'll know what to do with it. Heck, he's probably a .500 hitter when he gets a 3-1 fastball in the zone. That's almost too easy.
Tyler Colvin will step in, a ground out victim as last time. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away. Nate Sherholtz will dig in. He walked and later scored last time. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. Now here's a swing and a ball hit well out there toward right center. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. The relay throw. And he's in there with a 2-run triple.
Well, this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole out there on the mound. This is all his own fault. And both of those runners are going to come around to score on what works out to be a 2-run triple.
Now the National skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Ross Detweiler is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Travis James will dig in now with 2 runs already home and a potential 3rd waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. Now a fastball is hit on the ground towards second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
2 runs already home, and now you can make it 3 as he comes through with a simple ground ball with a runner on third to drive him in.
Chris Coughlin will stand in. Base on balls his last time. And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now, 2-2.
Now at the plate, here's where you got to put yourself in the pitcher's head and figure out, what would I throw on a 2-2 pitch?
Here he comes on 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's 3. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. 3 runs already home here. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory now toward the third base dugout. Zimmerman has got it, and the side is retired. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Jason Worth will come in now to begin their half of the 6th, and it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
And that's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game, I think this is the inning that it needs to start happening.
The 1-1 on its way to Worth. And here's a big swing as he sends this one in the air out toward deep center. Coughlin is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Ryan Zimmerman will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Ready now on 1-1. Good eye there by young Zimmerman as he moves ahead in the count 2-1.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
A ball hit hard to the left side, and Zimmerman has a base hit.
Yeah, a hot shot that time and a tough read down there at third base. He just couldn't get the leather on it.
Wilson Ramos will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. The 2-1 pitch is a fastball off the plate away, and it's 3-1 now. Set to follow here is Ian Desmond. Pause, now the pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
Now batting, shortstop, Ian Desmond.
Ian Desmond will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. And he goes the other way with the fastball as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Sherholtz is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
And you know, he's kind of going through a stretch right now where the ball just isn't jumping off his bat. He's got a good pitch to hit right here. Looked like he put a good swing on it, but it just didn't go anywhere.
Adam LaRoche will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Get that batter out.
And this is fouled back and out of play. And they can't get LaRoche to chase there as that evens things at 2-2.
And this is a spot where the Nats have had their share of trouble. They have to have someone come through here.
Runner holding tight at second. Now the pitch. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the 2nd time this afternoon. Nats leave a pair. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Luis Valbuena will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the 6th. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
Well, this is turning into a real dogfight now.
Payoff pitch coming. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
You can't fault the pitch selection or the location there. It's well placed, maybe just a hair off the outside corner. But 3-2, that's where you want to be.
Alex Patton will stand in what would appear to be a sacrifice situation here. And look out, that's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
Now batting, third baseman,
Emilio Bonifacio will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. And that misses. Ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. That's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Jesse Padilla will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
Swing and a ground ball back up the middle. Oh, he finds a way to knock this down. Well, he will have no play. It's an infield single, and the runner will score from third.
Yeah, tough break there defensively, too. way. He gets the ground ball he needed to get out of the inning, but this ball just wound up in the perfect place and winds up as an infield single and an RBI.
Anthony Rizzo will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with one swing.
Fouled back. And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2.
Now, you can't think corner or perfect pitch here on the mound. This has got to be somewhere near the middle, and you just got to hope you get lucky.
Come on, guys, don't throw it.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And this will squeeze by LaRoche down the line. A fair ball. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate. The tag from Ramos, but it's not in time. Safe at the plate. Tyler Colvin will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. None out. Runners at first and second. And he waits on the changeup there and pulls it to fairly deep right field. And he can't come up with it cleanly here in right. Around third and being waved on home. Jerry Blevins will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here.
Now pitching for Washington, number 13, Jerry Blevins.
Nate Sherholz will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away.
Here comes the juice.
And he's just going to make him throw as many pitches as he can as he fouls another one away, and it's still folded 3-2. And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Travis James will stride in, grounded out his last time through. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. And a little battle brewing here as he fights off the 2-strike pitch and chops it foul. Oh, and it misses ball 4, and that will force home a run.
He cannot believe the calls he's getting out there on the mound. This is going to force in a run, but let's look at show track to see where this pitch was. That's about what I suspected. That looked good from up here. That's a tough break.
Chris Coughlin will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. Here's a swing and a miss at the off-speed pitch. It's a full count now, 3-2.
I think he saw stars in his eyes there. He was thinking grand slam on that one.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he gets a piece here as this ball's fouled away. And this is going to be a foul ball. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get two. And they finally get an out here as he's forced at the plate. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out.
Well, that's pretty smart, I think, right there. This ball's not hit all that sharply, so I just don't think there's time to go second to first and get the double play that way. So if you can only get one out, you've got to come home and get the force out at the plate. So that's a pretty heads-up play.
Luis Valbuena will get another opportunity here as they've batted around now. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. And this ball will be chopped foul. And this one is off the catcher's glove, and that might be a run. And he will beat the throw as he gets his foot in there, safe at the plate.
Well, you can forgive him for getting a little aggressive with this pitch on 0-2. He's looking for the strikeout, but this ball just has a mind of its own here, and it winds up getting away and allowing that runner to come in and score.
From the stretch. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball two.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Just a tough at-bat right there with runners at second and third and one away, because you got to figure almost anything is going to score a run. If you don't pop the ball up or strike out, you're going to score. But here he just gets frozen on a nasty 2-strike pitch, and he's going to head back to the dugout empty-handed.
Tyler Clippard will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Alex Patton will stand in with a chance to help himself out big time here with a couple of men in scoring position.
And a lot of times, pitchers go up there just because they sort of have to. But here, if you go up and just think ground ball up the middle, you might get one home, maybe two. So this is a big-time chance.
Come on, Pop.
Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. Harper is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. But tack on 6 more as they just continue to turn it on in this one. We're through 6 full. The Cubs lead this one 12-1. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Bryce Harper will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7. Now a swing and a fly ball hit fairly well out to deep center field. Coughlin is back near the ivy as he makes the catch for the first out.
Here's a look at his pitches by inning so far. That last one was number 84, so they're getting near the point where they'll need to start keeping tabs on him.
Anthony Rendon will stand in 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Swing and a ground ball to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. And the call's been made for a pinch hitter now as Nate McLouth has grabbed a bat and moved into the on-deck circle. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And now he turns on a fastball here and sends it to fairly deep right field. And some trouble now in right field. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Yeah, real good extension on the swing that time as he goes out and gets that ball. You'll see the right fielder's got no shot at this one as it's over his head and one hops the wall out there. That's going to allow him to coast into second with an easy double.
Yuri Perez will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Come on, Cub.
Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. On the ground down the first base line. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Luis Ayala will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Emilio Bonifacio will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th. In there, and it's full 3-2. This crowd likely in the 40,000 range. They've got to like what they've seen so far.
Oh, and it's been a complete performance. They need to find a way to bottle this up and keep it going.
And he squares this one nicely, and it's lined into center field for a leadoff single.
And you can tell when these guys have gone up to the plate, they've had a plan. They're just not wildly swinging, hoping for things to work out. They've been looking for specific pitches in specific locations. The advanced scouts, they've earned their pay in this one.
Jesse Padilla will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his 2nd home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed. Now a fastball, and he might have gotten under it just a bit as this is out toward deep right field. Harper is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. Anthony Rizzo will try again. 2 for 4 in the ballgame.
Come on, Cubs. Here we go.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
And you know, as a hitter, with the runner at first and 1 out, I think I'm going to see something down in the zone because I know they want me to hit into a double play. Instead, they go ahead and they challenge him up, and I don't think he was expecting it.
Tyler Colvin will dig in. He doubled home a run last time around. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. So a 2-run shot to left center, number 13 for him on the year, as this lead got even wider.
Sometimes as a pitcher out there, you have to challenge guys up in the strike zone. The only thing is, it just can't be out over the middle of the plate. Here he got the fastball up all right, but he didn't get it in. So he extends his arms out there and he hits this ball a long, long way.
Nate Scherholz will dig in. He walked and later scored last time. And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes. A ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there.
Let's go, Cubby! Here we go.
Here's one hit hard to the right side and caught out there at second. Pretty much right in the glove that time, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. 8th inning coming up. The Cubbies are in front. 4th. Jason Worth will step in to start things for the Nationals. He'll be followed by Ryan Zimmerman waiting on deck. And he struck him out. And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. Ryan Zimmerman will get another shot now. 2 for 3 in the game. Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
And this is lined right back up the middle. And Zimmerman has a base hit.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his 3rd hit in 4 trips, all of them singles, and he's been a tough out all game long.
Wilson Ramos will step in. 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Nice play!
And this is going to be a foul ball. Now the 2-2 pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And this is past him at third, down the line. It's a fair ball.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with one away.
Ian Desmond will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. And that's high and off the plate, 2-1.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. Out in front here as this is pulled down the third base line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball.
This team's got plenty of guys that can hit the ball out of the ballpark, but 3 straight singles will do the job as well.
Adam LaRoche will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
2 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals.
Come on, let's hold them.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
And here's a swing and a ball lifted in the air into fairly deep center field. Coghlan has to range back a ways, but he makes the catch in front of the ivy for out number 2.
That ball was hit well, and it might have been a different story if he pulled it. Instead, he hit it to the big part of the ballpark, and he's retired.
Bryce Harper will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Only 1 in the inning for the Nationals. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Cubs are on top, 14-2. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Drew Storen will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Number 22, Drew Storen.
Travis James will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
Scott Hurston.
Here comes a 2-2. Ball 3. 3-2 now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Now here's a ground ball that'll get by the mound and into center field for a leadoff single.
I tell you, when you're on a hot streak like this guy's been on, everything you touch turns to gold. I mean, this is not a particularly great swing. It's not hit hard at all, but sure enough, it finds a hole, and that average, it'll climb a few more points.
Chris Coghlan will try again, 0 for 3 thus far. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Nobody out, runner on first. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. Desmond for 1. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
Well, this is a much easier play for a left-handed first baseman to make, especially when you're charging in like that. he doesn't have to turn his back to the plate, so he gets a good gauge on whether he still has time or not, and he's able to fire on to second base in time to get that force out.
Luis Valbuena will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats, foul. Here comes a 1-2. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
And he goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit well out toward deep left field. And Worth is under it now, and there are 2 away here.
And that's just one of the few balls that really hasn't taken off today. And we've seen some balls really jump off the bat so far, but not there.
Alex Patton will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
Three and 1. Emilio Bonifacio would be next. He's behind on the swing there, and the count moves to 3-2.
Hey, give him credit up there. He's going to take his hacks.
And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ballgame. Cubs strand 1, but you can forgive him as they still hold an enormous lead. Carlos Villanueva will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Anthony Rendon will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long, long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now, but hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
And this is fouled back and out of play. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And a great start to the 9th, as this ought to be extra bases. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Well, he smokes this ball right here. This is a fastball, and he's right on it. Drives it right into the left center field gap, and he's going to wind up on second with a leadoff double.
Scott Hairston will stand in. The 2-1 home. Big swing there as it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field. Colvin is back near the ivy as he makes the catch for the first out.
Fly ball to left's not going to do you any good in this situation. Look, you got a guy on second and nobody out. If you take this to right field and advance a runner, then at least you made a productive out. Instead, this is just a waste.
Yuri Perez will try and erase his 0 for 4 in the ball game. That misses. 2-1 the count now to the National center fielder. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And this will stay playable as it's taken in just shy of the screen for the second out.
And that's telling him how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Nationals down to their final out now. And here's the left fielder, Jason Worth. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, we're not going to make up the difference with just one swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's a good job of being really patient at the plate.
And that's waved at and missed. So now the Nationals are down to their final strike here.
This is not the first time today that he's chased out of the zone. That's why he's looking at a hat trick.
Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Well, that's an opportunity wasted on the mound there. Now, a hitter's got to be defensive on 2-2, but that was so far outside, he didn't even have to worry about chasing it.
And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Well, here we go. Tack another one onto that winning streak. They've now got it up to 6 in a row, and it's not looking like this hot spell's going to end anytime soon.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And a good offensive performance here, but I think we can agree on naming this fellow right here as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 14-2. So long from Wrigleyville.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 59 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball. And remind you to please drive home safely.
Mouth is